Hey guys, Brian Stevens here with Mortgage Shots. Well, it's finally happened and we've been speaking about it. We have our refinance market. Did you know that rates have dropped about 2% in the past 12 months and they continue to drop? In fact, if you're a broker, they've probably dropped even a little bit more. It begs the question what a loan officer should be doing with their time and where they should be prioritizing it. After all, we have a struggling purchase market business and we're about to have a flourishing refinance business. So, of course, let's take the low-hanging fruit when we can. Dust off those old CRMs, the databases, or as I call them, your best opportunity, and start making those calls. Understand, though, that this is just going to be a fleeting moment, and when refinances dry up, and they will, it's back to the doldrums of the purchase market business and our referral partners. What I want to recommend is you prioritize your time helping your referral partners get better at what they're doing, and that means you have to get better at what you're doing. And that means focusing on activities that are going to make you money. The only way to do that is outreach. See, loan officers and mortgage companies, they get all excited about all these shiny new trinkets that are put in front of them that are supposed to help their business. But a shiny trinket, all the CRMs that we're using, for example, they're only as good as the message that you have behind it. The greatest piece of technology without the strategy is like a gun with no bullets, which might as well be a stapler, or a guitar with no strings. You simply can't play them. We focus so much on the technology and so little on the strategies. Now with our refinances, this becomes pretty linear, straightforward. You bought your house a couple of years ago, we told you to date the rate and marry the house. Well, right now it's time to break up with that rate, get a refinance, and save yourself a boatload of money. But what happens when it comes to your purchase business? And here's the great part. There's more deals on the table right now, even though people aren't buying, than you think, if you go about it the right way, that is. For example, I just had a real estate agent call me up and say, hey, we're putting that threeplex back on the market. The first thing I said, well, let's go qualify the property. Well, what do I mean by that? Well, we're going to get a rent survey. We're going to see how it cash flows. We're going to qualify it on a DSCR loan. And then we'll have a cash flow property with a specific down payment. And then we will seek out our investor. How many investors right now would like to have a positive cash flow property on a great interest rate in real estate? You know, that one thing that keeps going up. The answer emphatically is everybody. Now, here's the great part. The realtor came to me because we had already discussed this program in the past. I had armed them with the knowledge of product diversity, and that sunk in. And so, of course, when the property came available, I was the choice. Remember, when a realtor is going to pick where they want their client to go, that seminal moment of germination, it's really an either or. Now, I have a realtor I like here and I like here. Which one's going to get my referral when they come my way as a mortgage lender? It's going to be the one who's top of mind. We as loan officers can become top of mind by staying in touch with our agents, by educating them on products, by sharing components of our skill set and how it goes hand in hand with what they do. It can be our bank statement loans. It can be investment loans. It can be land loans. It could even be commercial loans if you have those. Now, over at CapDirect, we have a full suite of services that we provide to our real estate agent partners, one of which is a $13,000 FHA down payment assistance program where the money is literally just given with no recourse on all the FHA loans. That money could be used to buy down the rate, reserves, buy a car, or even real estate agent commissions. Wouldn't that be a great message to share with your real estate agents, or even somebody who's got a property that's listed? When you work with Brian, guess what? There's an additional $13,000 on the table for the buyer who's going to buy this house. That's because it qualifies the house. It doesn't qualify the borrower, as there are no income restrictions. I bet you want to know what that one is, don't you? We've learned these things through hard work and crowdsourcing over at Capital Direct, along with so many other tools at our disposal. Really, it just comes down to this one simple point. Spend your time on activities that make you money and quit wasting your time on activities that don't. Easier said than done. Time block your day. Dedicate at least 4 hours per day to lead generation and outreach. Spend an hour a day researching and understanding products. You can go ahead and tool around on social media if you'd like to, but the statistics show the vast majority of people who are buying houses today, upwards of 80%, are getting them directly from you or from referrals from friends or real estate agents. Only 4% of those polled said that they found their lender through social media, and I believe it was 5% who found them through a Google search. The more sophisticated this industry gets, the more it stays the same. This is a belly-to-belly business. You know, I was having a conversation with my good friend Carl White off the air, and I had spoke with loan officers who were disenfranchised by some of the coaches out there who continue talking about, the same old boring stuff. Reach out to your realtors, call your database. They wanted something new and fancy. And I said, Carl, do a lot of your loan officers that you work with right now, do they call their realtors? Do they call their database? And I always remember his response. He said, only the successful ones. So I started to think about this. Who has great outreach? So I started to think about the very question, who's a great loan officer? And it was easy for me to, off the cuff, name who those people are. And the reason is because they're the ones who were constantly reaching out to me. And listen, I know a whole bunch of loan officers and realtors over my past 15 years flying around the country and talking to y'all. And the ones that stand out are the ones that reach out. And the ones that reach out are the ones that have proven to be consistently the most successful. So prioritize your day, enjoy the refinances, but when they disappear, make sure those priorities that you're working on right now are lined up in the right order. Because 9 out of 10 dentists surveyed said yes, those who call consistently win. I hope this helps.